Welcome to another Get Ready Traders live session. I am your host, Luis Rodriguez, and I am excited you're here. Today we are doing live technical analysis and stepping right into the futures market. Whether it's NASDAQ, gold, US30, or even crypto, we will be looking for the best trading opportunities as they set up in real time. If this is your first time here, buckle up. The market moves really fast, and we'll be breaking it all down with a clear, efficient approach in 90 minutes or less. Before we get started, do me a huge favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and share this session so other traders like you can join us. I really appreciate your support. All right, the markets are moving, familia, so let's get started and enjoy the session. Good morning. Your friend, your educator, Luis Rodriguez. We are live, familia, live again. It's the beginning of the week, and we're going to be looking at our opportunities into the market and trying to make some money. All right. Let's go. I'm going to open a different type of view. A second. There we go. Much better. I want you guys to see my full screen because I want to need a lot of stuff on my desktop. One second. I think I got this wrong. Just a second. I think it's all right there. All right, let's get going, familia. Let's get going. Let me try to do this. One second. Going back here. Maybe here. What's up, Josh? What's up? There you go. Good morning, Josh. Let's get going. Gonna switch this a little bit. Maybe here. Much better there. I'm trying to switch a few things around so we have more to see into the screen, because my screen is quite small, and I guess this way is a lot better. We're good. You guys can hear me well? Everything good? Hey Josh, can you hear me? Okay, good. It came a little bit earlier than usual to just make sure I can get this right. So I wanted to see more on the screen, because my screen, it has a lot of information that I'm not using lately. So it's better if I just have a larger screen. Alright, so let me turn on all my tools here. So just looking and reading the atmosphere of what's happening in the market, there's still a lot of talks going on, and there have not come to any agreement. Obviously, what happened over the weekend, Iran literally walked out, United States walked out. They didn't come to any agreement. Donald Trump said by 10 a.m. today, that is trade of Hormuz will be taken, and pretty much is going to be under control from the United States. And we will see. So it will be 10 a.m. Eastern. We got to keep an eye on what's happening on the other side of the world, but just understanding that, how is that coming into the markets? Obviously, the one instrument that we're trading the most is NAS. And when we look at NAS right now, literally the entire market is in the same state, where Asia literally expanded a little bit to the top to recover that huge gap that left NAS over the weekend. I'm gonna delete all this stuff. Hold on. This is Asia here. So Asian has started buying all the way from here, and it has not come down at all. So every one of these candles, it is an hour. Huh. Okay. So let's make this simple. I'm going to move into the 15-minute time frame. Obviously, we are in an uptrend. We're moving to the upside. No questions. I'm going to now turn on our super duper indicator that is showing us that the market is going long, trying to recover this entire gap. Okay. Alright. Liquidity must be sitting on top of this right now. Very high probability. Let's see, investors are buying, obviously, and they're sitting with tons of liquidity here at the moment. Indicators and everything else is high. Oh, wait a minute. Liquidity was taken out. Liquidity was taken out here. Boom. Pushing to the upside. So the last almost hour, it has me moving rapidly to the upside. I wonder if there's anything good happening on the other side, because like this behavior of the market, it is very strange. Look at this. This is a lot of spikes over the nighttime. Thank you, Josh, for giving us that information. A lot of spikes overnight across London. Wow, that was brutal. But then came down, swipe that liquidity and push back to the upside. Okay, and there's no news events coming at nighttime. Good afternoon, Vaidavia. But honestly, family, just looking at this and looking at everything else that we're getting from news on the spot, investors are just literally waiting for some reaction or something coming up. 10 a.m. is the time where United States is gonna take over, and we might see a change in oil prices. Oil prices still climbing up again at 103. They're saying that it might go even higher. And if something happened there, a war, like a missile or anything happened, we might see some spikes going. So we got to keep a close eye. So how is that going to affect our trading atmosphere today? Well, we have to be careful. And all we need to do is work on small numbers. So we cannot be aiming to do home runs, all right? But the way that we trade, obviously, we have to let the market give us direction and give us the numbers that the market wants to give us, not the numbers that we want to take out of the market. All right, so any profits is good. So don't try to like impress anyone with like big numbers. If you make $100, $50, $20, $30, whatever, it's good. All right, so low contracts, and navigate through the day like that. When you hit a decent number that you want to hit, just get out. Don't stay for too long, so you don't get surprises. This is when the market gives you a lot and takes a lot from you. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of context of what we're going to be doing in the next few maybe weeks or month, not month, I'm going to say maybe weeks. Well, so a lot of the people in the community are, I believe in this point, in good standing when it comes to like understanding where things are flowing and how they flow, how they move, and so on. I did find my journal when I started doing this stuff, and I've been talking about it in our community. And I literally did a lot of stuff over the weekend about that, because I want to kind of not share. I'm not gonna share it just like that. I want to integrate that to the stuff that we do. I talked about it for the longest time that we need to navigate away from all this daily. We need to kind of like have our hands in multiple baskets. And one of the biggest baskets that I do manage is obviously options. I've been doing it for a long time, and I want to start doing that with the community. But before getting there, I need you guys to dominate most of the stuff that we do here daily. Because it's the same concept, nothing different. It's just that we're not gonna be just doing NAS, but we're gonna be doing a lot of stocks. And part of the masterpiece that I created on this is stuff that has been filtered and proven and working among many top world traders. And we are going to be doing this in the next few weeks. And it's not just the fact that we're going to be also doing the stocks, but we're going to be working on a masterpiece class, a world-class strategy that it will help a lot of people to achieve their dreams in a window of time. Okay, but anyways, that's part of the roadmap that I talk about so much. Is the end of the roadmap. Like all this stuff that you guys have seen here every day and showing up and learning and seeing, it's just probably like 30% of the bigger picture. Like this stuff, we're talking about one thing, just NAS in futures or CFDs. But now we're going to be navigating into the options world. I need to measure how everybody's in the community when it comes to that. And again, one of the things that I wanted to do was obviously bring people to withdraw money from Prop Firm, so we can inject some of that money into options and start making money, passive and also aggressive, um, capital back into your accounts. Okay, but we're gonna get there soon. Again, 2026 is the year, um, and it's just not that. There's gonna be a lot more involved, a lot more involved. But again, for the people that are already in the community of Get Ready Traders, we're gonna be seeing a lot of this stuff slowly. You guys are getting there. Again, I'm gonna be measuring some of this stuff with people to see how they do it, and from that point, it's just gonna be a different dimension into the trading experiences that you guys are seeing. Again, NAS is only one instrument of this entire portfolio of things that we do. Is a lot, and the magic about it is the fact that I did a lot of homework for many years, filtering all these stocks that we monitor, and we take advantage of their movements, and we apply a proper system to escalate these accounts. And I'm not gonna get you guys overexcited, but I'm just gonna say that if everything goes well for many people, all right, and follow the plan that I follow, that got me out of the hole, we're talking about seven figures, okay, seven figure numbers. And again, this is my own journey that it's gonna be shared across the community later on, all right. But anyways, let's get back to this because it's the morning. I just wanted to connect a little bit early and set this up and talk about what we're gonna be doing in the next few weeks or months. Depends on the withdrawals that everybody is taking. I really want to see people taking withdrawals because we need some capital on this. So I know there's some people that start like small and all that stuff. The thing is that when we start very small, we have limitations on what we're doing, and I don't want to have those limitations because what's going to happen is, for example, if I'm going to be doing this with you guys or whatever is part of it, and I'm sharing a portfolio that you guys can't afford, you guys are going to be dead in the water, right? So I need everybody to be at that level and then walk through the process. But to get there, first we need to start withdrawing money here and those prop firms, okay? And diversify. The whole thing about this is diversifying. It's not for you guys to be just doing that, just doing gold, just doing, because what happened is you guys are gonna have a yo-yo effect on a lot of this stuff. Taking from the market and giving back to the market, taking from the market and giving back to the market. And you guys are not gonna get anywhere with this. If there's no plan, if there's no structure, if there's no end goal, I'm telling you, you're gonna be years and years and years and years that you guys are gonna say, what the heck? I'm just spending money buying prop firms. I'm spending money going all this crazy stuff about NAS or even gold traders or even US30 traders, and I'm not getting anywhere. Okay, and that happens to 90% of people that are involved in trading. If you relate to that, I don't have to say much about it, but I'm telling you. The most important thing about trading is having a structure and something to follow, and wake up every morning and know exactly where you are and what is the next thing that you need to work on for the week after, and work on that. Baby steps, baby step, baby step, baby steps, and within 12 months, which is the roadmap, you guys will see a lot. I am going to be very selective with some of the people that are in the community, and I'm just gonna show you guys what we're talking about. Okay. I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna do it, but I don't want to be so open for everybody because then things are gonna be out of control and wild, and there's gonna be a lot of pressure for this. You know what I mean? Like I'm just telling you, once you see it, in order for you to understand the whole bigger picture, you're gonna get too excited and you're gonna start taking a lot of impulsive decisions here, and that's what I don't want you guys to start getting. Impulsive decisions just to get to those numbers so we can start working on that. That's why I don't want to get you too extremely overly excited, because I'm telling you, once you actually see it, it's gonna blow your mind. And this is the stuff that I built 18 years ago that got me out of the hole completely, but a lot better, because back then I was just using a few instruments out there with making a small numbers, but that's what worked for me. And now I put a bunch of experience, all the experience that I got in the last 18 years, I put it into all this stuff, and I'm telling you, I saw it and it blew my mind. It blew my mind. And I run this through. I went to a conference over the weekend, met my friend. Yeah, I had to also speak a little bit for a good 20 minutes in front of people. And at the end of the day, I sat with him and showed this to him, and even him he couldn't believe it, because it relates a lot to the stuff that, like, me and him, we haven't seen each other since like 2011, and we got together again since then until now. And yeah, it was very touching, and he totally he was going crazy. All right, but anyways, let's get back to business. Let's get back to this. And I'm going to be, again, very selective with some of the people in the community that I will show you something so you guys understand it. And then it's just a matter of time. But we need to withdraw money. We need to start making money here, okay? All right. And again, no, it's not going to be a big number. I ran this a million times. I reduced it. I want everybody to get to like 10,000. And I said, you know what? We can do this with 5. 5 should be okay. So let's work on that, okay? All right, so market is pushing to the upside. Probably seeking for the liquidity on the top. Indicator is showing you guys where things are flowing. It's going long. No questions asked. And I'm going to navigate now to the 5-minute time frame. And the one thing that I noticed was the liquidity was grabbed here already. Here, it cleared. But I need to read this a lot better. Okay, it's consolidating a little bit here, going up and down. Okay, this was a big push. Okay. If anything, familia, if anything, there has to be something really good to see the market pushing to the upside, drastically to the upside. There has to be something really good happening, and there isn't. There's absolutely nothing good happening into the market. And honestly, familia, this is what I can see better here. We have to play it by ear, familia. And all I'm saying is there's a lot of liquidity sitting at the bottom here that has been created from Asia and London. But if something happened like good into the market, this thing's just gonna move to the upside very hard. So we gotta pay attention to the news events, obviously. Watch for the spikes. But liquidity is on the bottom. It's no question asked. It's in the bottom. Let me load my broker. Hold on. By Davia. Yeah, you can relate to this. I'm telling you. I'm just saying, familia. Once you guys see it, it's gonna blow your mind. I would share it with only a few people, not everybody in the community. And I know what I'm doing this. I'm not gonna share this with everyone. Not sharing what I'm doing. I'm just gonna show a portion of it. so you guys understand it, okay? And yeah, it's about time. I mean, it's about time for everybody to jump into the money wagon. And again, I'm not talking about like money, like little money. When I say 5,000, to me that's little money, little money. I'm talking about seven figures money. And once you are into that realm of seven figures, making regular money, it's normal. And when I say regular money, we're talking about 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, $100,000. That's normal. Once you pass that line, and that is why we want to aim to that point. Some people go crazy, and I relate to that. When you get there the first time, that's when you want to get the muscle scars and all that stuff. And then what happened to me? You get into accidents, and you know what I mean? So the whole journey about this is it's a transformation. It's a transformation that I did not experience when I got there, because I got there too quick. So I had hard stuff into my life. I was like having accidents, going through a bunch of other stuff, and learning from everything that I went through. That's what is in my journal. All that stuff that I went through was in my journal. So seeing all these notes of my process, that's how I created this masterpiece. I'll show it to some members of the Get Ready Traders community. I'm gonna be very selective, and then you guys see what I'm talking about. It's a whole transformation. It's just not money. It's a whole transformation that will make you a much better I hope it will make you a much better person, because you need that mindset once you are into that level to control the money that is coming to you. Because money will change you. Like money, if you think that you're gonna be the same having money, I'm telling you, you're not. Money will change you. It will. Money is like, honestly, it's like fuel. You are the fire, and money is like fuel. If you're a good person, you're gonna be a much better person. But if there's things that everybody has inside, believe it or not, everybody believes that everything is good about us. No, we have a lot of little things inside that when you guys have money, it just accelerated a lot more, good or bad. So this journey will help you to control those things. Because in order for you to control money, you need to put your knees on the floor, okay? And humble yourself. You can't live la vida loca. You can't be like loco about things, because then again, you're gonna get into accidents, a bunch of crazy things that happened to me. And I hope that's not your journey, but we'll work on that. All right. And from that, when everybody hopefully get where they want, I can rest. Not in peace, but I can rest a little bit. Again, familia, I don't want to do this for like my entire life. It's I want to achieve what I want to achieve, and then pause. Because trading it burns you. Like, I love it. It's things that I can probably do. Well, this thing that I will share with you guys, I will never stop doing it, period. But this, like showing up every day and doing this, it burns you out. Your mind just goes crazy. If you're spending more than 3 hours into the chats, like, it's too long. Not the chat, the charts. It's too much. More than 3 hours a day, it is too much. You can't be here like 8 hours. It's just too much. And as you guys see, I'm across like morning, afternoon, nights on the charts, knowing all this stuff. So you guys can imagine like how burned I feel sometimes. If you just want to leave a legacy to your children and pay the bills, Lisa, this is much bigger than that. I'm telling you, it's much bigger than that. The legacy that you build, that you will leave for your kids, it's, you'll see. It's just a transformation, the mindset, all the little things that we see around, all the things that we need to like break and understand better about life. You know, because we have a lot of bad habits that comes with us since we're born. You know, our parents, they teach us so many things. We got to go to school. We got to find a really good job. We have to work really, really hard. We have to save money, and if we can, retire and then die. That whole cycle is something that comes from all our generations. Since we're born, that's all we know, right? But that is not the truth. We have to understand that there is much more than that. That cycle that we know, that it doesn't let us see beyond that point, there's a lot more. There's not just one way, there's many ways. And you pick what way you want to go, obviously. But what I'm showing you is that I've been on that road, and I've been in many roads, and the road that I see the much better is the stuff that I want to share with you guys. That there's no limits for everything that you want to do. There's no limits. But you need to have the information and education to do that. If you don't have it, then unfortunately, you will still do what you know, what you were prepared in life to do. Go to school, get a job, work your tail off, then die. And that's not it, my friends. That's not all. Okie dokie. All right, so let's see. It's already hitting London high, clearing this liquidity. Something is going on in the air. So let's see. Braham King and Crown Prince Setcom effective fair fund rates. Continue. They're still talking. Pakistan, Egypt, and Turkey. They're still talking about this situation in the Middle East. When the market opens, familia, I'm not gonna place any trades right now. I want to play it by ear. I want to see if the market is gonna continue grinding to the upside, or if it's gonna come down all the way, because it's been moving up too high. Already grabbed the liquidity and broke this consolidating point. I can't trust this market right now. So I have to like step back and let the market actually take direction and show me something that it's doing. You know what I mean? So we need to step back a little bit. Let's not trade at all. Let's just like step back. That FOMO, let's just control the FOMO. FOMO, it's okay. Let the FOMO get out of you. All right. Let that FOMO get out. The market is pushing up, and all you can say, oh, I knew I was right. But what about if you're wrong? So what I'm telling you right now, the market is pushing up. It can continue pushing up. And most traders will say, let's keep pushing up. My concern, familia, is the fact that this thing has not come down at all. Came here to grab liquidity, and it's keep pushing higher and higher and higher. And we are in a war. Like, you have to be careful. Let's say you buy right now and this thing just collapses down and push so quick down. You're out of the game within a second. Let's just calm down and wait, okay? Let's just wait, my friend. Let's just wait. Rene, what's up, brother? How's things? Yeah, Lisa. right. Want to see? We got 2 minutes, familia. We got 2 minutes. 2 beautiful minutes. Renee is looking forward to that. Well, my friend. Let's wait, let's wait. Waiting for 2 minutes for the market to open. I had a little incident yesterday. I had a little, well, not little. I had an accident in my car, and I need to deal with insurance. So I won't be here for too long because I got to make a few calls and I have an appointment. I have to bring my car to the body shop. I had a little accident in my own driveway, backing out of my driveway, and I hit a car yesterday. Was in my driveway, unfortunately, and want to be getting calls today for sure. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. 1 minute. I need to put the countdown on this screen. Minute. Let's go. Market open. Okay, and I'm gonna go to the 1 minute time frame here. I want to see what's going on. Wow, look at this mess here. So much liquidity was taken out. Okay. Fight in the zone, fighting. Look how the price was jumping. Oh my god, this is crazy. I can literally jump. Something is up. Lisa and Renee, it's not just options. You need to understand that there's a process and a system behind it. Options anybody can do. It's just like this, not no different. Just need like look at the things that we have done, going from CFDs slowly to futures and then from futures to options. It's just the switching of the mindset, the path that you guys have been learning, right? You guys will see once you're there, you're gonna see. And I keep saying it, why are we doing this? There's little things that we're doing here is just a little part of it because we trade the QQQ, which is NAS in the options world. We trade that. We trade the SP 500. We trade the Dow Jones. We trade everything, especially the stocks. I show you guys here the stocks that I deal with, most of them. But in my system, we're trading a wider range of stocks that we're monitoring by sessions. So you'll see. I'm not gonna elaborate on a lot on that. And the market is coming down. Let's see, I want to sell there. Let's see. I'm gonna take a shot. I sold, and I want to put my stop loss on the top, just in case I try to create another higher high. Buy stop. And I'm gonna do trailing stop. I sold. Let's see. I'm selling. There you go. Sellers kicking in. I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. And if the market kicks me out, it's totally fine. But if it drops, then we are in the money. We are in the money right now. ATMs activated. I'm in the money. It kicked me out. It kicked me out right now. That little push there kicked me out. I'm gonna try to get. Just be careful because we are in an uptrend. We're trading against the market. So it kicked me out. That was just $48. That was a $48 trade. I'm trading 2 contracts on a 150K account. Watch, just be careful, familia. Remember, if the trend is going up and we're counter trading, we are doing a step lot. If we're trading with the trend, we're going on full risk. That was a little pullback here. You know what I'm watching is the fact that investors are not kicking in hard. You see the size of the bubbles? We have to be careful, extremely careful. These people are not joking. London behaved with spikes all night, so I wouldn't be surprised if I see spikes happening today. And look, our indicator is mixed. Like, look, like it's bull, it's going down, it's everywhere. And coming down again. Yikes. So Josh, we had this conversation last week about when to get. You see what I'm talking about? Look, the behavior that I mentioned to you. Now you wonder why I sold. Look, green, tail, red, selling. You see that logic? Green, red, enter, poof. And as soon as the market pushed down, I moved my stop loss that was here to break even. And from that point, the market trail stopped me. Push back up, it kicked me out, 48 bucks. And then I'm out and waiting for the next opportunity. I don't trade this because then this candle here looks an indecision candle. All right, buyers, sellers out. Now sellers dominating, pushing down. Buyers can dominate and push back up. All right, and the indicator is highlighting you automatically where liquidity is. Actually, that's a trading session. It's not showing me the liquidity at that point. The liquidity is actually at the bottom and the top, which that's why I'm extremely careful. This here is liquidity here, and it's chasing this liquidity. Okay, it's coming down. It's coming down, down, down. There you go. Finding the liquidity. You see how the market came to the buy zone in the 5 minutes and seeing a reaction there? So Josh, for example, if you want to buy, you see this candle, did it come with a tail? No, right? So I will wait. And again, all you need to do, don't get desperate. You just need to wait. Give time to all of this stuff. Wait for the setups. You have a window of 3 hours. Can't tell you. Sorry, family. As you guys know, as I mentioned, I had a little accident and dealing with insurance right now. Okay. I do want to sell, but it just look how the market is moving. We have to be really careful. You can't just jump into anything. And the indicator here is mixed. And look what it says. 306 wait, right? It shows it right here, wait. It is dangerous. Let me keep reading some of the stuff there. Nothing really coming through the pipes.
ECB's budget prices stable due to US-Iran ceasefire, but may rise in case of war escalation.
Okay, so Pakistan is heavily involved in this mediation. Honestly, I do want to buy into the market because we are definitely pushing into the upside. And it is, oh man, on pullbacks, we need to focus into buying into the market, especially because I'm seeing this confirmation of price reacting to this. Anytime the market comes into this buying zone, like this buying pressure at the bottom here, even better if it clears this liquidity here. If it clears this liquidity, then we should be buying into the market. Now, if it pushes down hard, don't do anything. And what I'm saying is to clear this liquidity. That when this thing comes down and we see those numbers, it's being liquidity is being clear and pushing to the upside. And if it has a green bubble, even better. All right. But I do want to buy into the market, but I need to see price moving away from this and coming and pushing back up. If it comes on a spike, then be out. So what I'm saying is, open a transaction, open a sell stop first, then a buy limit, and move your buy limit to where you want to enter. And as soon as it get activated and pushed to the upside, move your sell stop and cover um your entry immediately. Don't let the market flow so much. That's how you have to trade the market nowadays to win. To win, because our goal is to win. All right. All you gotta do is wait. Don't be impatient, okay? Don't be impatient. Just wait. Wait. Kumalu. Don't rush, my friends. I'm only up by 48 bucks. With a multiplier, of course. But only $48. I want to do my first withdrawal this week on an Apex. Because it's gonna be a big one. I hope. I'm going so slow on this. It's not even a joke. Okay, it's coming down, but sellers are kicking in. I'm gonna buy there. Let's see. I'm into the buy zone, and again, a step lot. Don't go full risk. I want to see this coming in clear and this stuff and hitting the market again here, below here. And be okay taking a stop loss, okay? Don't overextend your trades. Buyers are not kicking in. Come on, push down, push down, push down, push down. I want to see that liquidity because then the spike is gonna be good for the upside. There you go, there you go, go. Oh, come on, there you go. Wow, I get it. Buyers game really slow here. Oh, kinda. Buyers are not kicking in. They're probably gonna come to this area here. Let's see. They're fighting with their life. Looks like the market wants to do that move to the downside, which is good. So we should focus into selling the market on a pullback now. So I'm just seeing that rejection. I was waiting for buyers to kick in hard here. They didn't. So they might come down here below here and do it. So we gotta switch our hats and start selling soon on a pullback. It's coming down. Went back up. Oh Jesus. guys saw that? That's crazy. That was literally in a spike. Wow, 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 wow. There you go, familia. Boom. Oh my God. There you go. If you guys bought with me here, congratulations. Honestly. My God, I'm just, you see what I'm talking about? If you guys bought with me, congratulations. You guys, like, now I literally just closed the transaction when that, and that's spike. That's what I'm talking about. You guys have, that was what I was expecting to see. There you go. Oh my God, up to the moon, up to the moon. That's the movement that I was waiting for here. That's the movement that I was waiting for. That's it. Game over. See what I'm talking about? That's what you need to watch for those flipping spikes. That's a good spike, and something good must be happening right now as we speak. And I am not sure because I can't see nothing in the news, but that's what I'm talking about. You see? So congratulations for those who bought with me. That movement made the money I wanted to make for the day. Again, if we were trading to the upside, full risk. To the downside, partial step lot, and that was a buy, right?
In the range of 4.14 to 3.89 million expected. Change forecast of -0.7% from the prior 1.7%.
Anybody bought? Anybody bought? To the moon.
Abandoning uranium enrichment as a US condition for ending the war. So again, New York Post reporting that Iranian officials are studying abandoning uranium enrichment as a US condition for ending the war.
There you go, familia. There you go, there you go, there you go, 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 go. And again, this is prior to the movement. Bought that made $2,000. Amazing, brother. Same. I made there $1,308. Done.
Abandoning uranium enrichment as a US condition for ending the war.
Done, done, done. That was good, good. That was good. That was good. That was good. Now, what do we do? And now it's coming back down. But this is prior to the 10 a.m. situation that was happening. It is happening in the Middle East with United States taking over that Strait of Hormuz. And yeah, it's 9:52. So then the news just came over that they are removing some of the Iranian fighters. That's what I just heard here. That was good. That was a good one. That was a really good one. But again, we come into the market with a game plan. We get out of the market with a game plan. For example, Rene, listen, if you make $2,000, get out. If you make some money on the market, get out. You know what I mean? Like, I made $1,308. What I do, I get out. Because the market conditions are there right now are extremely dangerous for you to stick here for too long. If you reach these numbers, you should get out. You know what I mean? Imagine this. You are at work and your boss is telling you, hey man, you did a good job. How about if you take the rest of the day off? What will you do? You'll be like, no, listen, I am committed to this job. I love my job. I'm going to stay another 8 hours because I just love my desk. Right? Is that what you're going to say? You're going to say, boss, thank you so much. Bye. Just think like that. if you're doing this in a job, why are you not doing it now? Because you already reached that. Don't you have like better things to do around the day? Like, I don't know, like make breakfast, read a book, go to the gym, get out for a walk. Why not? Now, if you have things to do, for example, Renee said, I have another account. I want to trade it. Then open another account and trade it. That's totally valid, right? If it's inside your trading plan to trade one account first and then the other and then the other, then follow that. But that account that you made money, please, I beg you, close it. Tomorrow will be a different day, different mindset, different atmosphere in trading, a different opportunity that the market will give another 2,000, another 1,000, another 500 bucks. And that escalating is what's going to get you to the next level. It's not showing up here for 8 hours and all this time that you're putting into the trading world. It's not that. I promise you, it's not that. And that's why we get all this yo-yo effect that we do really good, and then in the afternoon we lose it all. We do really good in the morning, then in the afternoon we lose it all. Or the other way around. New York Post: Iranian officials are studying abandoning uranium enrichment at U.S. conditions for ending the war. That's the news that just came in. That was the reaction of the market, by the way. That came probably like 5 minutes ago now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 7 minutes ago, and the market reacted to it. Me, I think I'm done with trading. I don't want to trade anymore. It's Iranian officials are studying. Oh, okay. Yes, we get that yo-yo effect. We get that yo-yo effect a lot because you guys are sticking here for too long and just trading. Don't do that. Get out. Go in the other direction. Yeah. Close that laptop. Get out. Anyways, I'm getting out again. I have a lot of things to do. I had a little accident that I need to take care of, so I will touch bases with some of the folks later on, just to run some of the stuff, and then we'll see you again in the VIP later on. Okay, peace out. Take care, familia. God bless everyone. See you later.
Goodbye.